Hey everybody, Tony here with the first episode of the options series that I will be doing. This will probably be quite a few episodes. I'd say 5-6 episodes, because I'm going to break it down as easily as I possibly humanly can, and I'm just going to break it down in a way where I'm talking to somebody that's never looked at options before. I know some of you have your feet wet with options already, know what I'm going to be talking about this episode. So that's perfectly fine if you do, but I want to break it down for very beginners. Also going to keep these episodes very short because I think it will allow you to then rewatch these multiple times. And you're not having to watch a 15-20 minute video. If I can keep this under 5 minutes, that would be great. Short, simple, but very effective, I think, if I can keep it short. So I'm going to touch on 3 things this episode. Strike price, premium, and expiration. So let's start with an options expiration. First thing to say about that is all options contracts have an expiration date. And what is that expiration date? So if we take a look at the left here, you can see all these contracts expire the 10th of December 2021 at 4 p.m. If we look at for the 17th of December, these will expire the 17th of December at 4 p.m. on a Friday. So first point is all options have an expiration. Now, if you take a contract within the week of December 10th and you don't sell it before Friday at 4 p.m., it will then expire worthless. So say you put $50 into a contract, never sell it at 4 p.m. on Friday, it will expire worthless and that money's gone. There's no way to recuperate it. It's not like you're taking commons or something where if you get into something, it falls under your average. You can continue to hold it until it bounces back. It doesn't work like that. So first point, all options have an expiration date. Second thing, strike price. Now on Thinkorswim, you can adjust this drop-down menu. You can look at 4 strike prices, 12, 14. I kind of like to look at 15 to 20 at a time. It allows me to gauge different prices, the premium, and the price of the contracts. So the strike price is listed here under strike, obviously, $4, $4.50, $5, $5.50, $6, and so on and so forth, all the way to $10.50. And these are all for the week of December 10th, meaning these all expire December 10th. The third thing to talk about is obviously what are calls and what are puts. A call options contract is you betting on the price of the stock to go up. And then on the flip side, puts are you betting on the stock to go down. So, for example, say I buy into FSEL at $7. I take a call option for $7.50. I am betting that that price moves from $7 towards $7.50. So if the price of the stock increases, or the price of my contracts increase. Same on the flip side. If I get in at $7 on FSEL and I take $6.50 puts, I am betting on the price to go down towards $6.50. If the price goes down when taking puts, the price of your contract goes up. On calls, if you get in at 7 and you're betting it goes to $7.50 and it starts approaching that $7.50 level, the price of your contract would then go up. So then you're making money. The strike price, something important to note about the strike price. If I'm buying FSEL calls for $7.50 and the price of FSEL $7, it does not have to hit $7.50 for me to make money. As long as it approaches that price, the price of my contract will go up. So that's something to note. You're taking a strike price based on the current price of the stock and where you think the price of the stock will move. It does not have to hit your strike price for you to make money, either direction. The last thing I wanted to talk about is an options premium. So if we look at these $9.50 calls for December, expiring December 10th, and they're 4 cents a piece, you have to take the price of the contract times 100. That is an options premium, which essentially is the price that you will be paying. So every time you buy something, say you buy one, you're taking 3 cents here times 100, and that's what you'd be paying. You can buy as many contracts as you want, but say you buy 5 contracts, you're then multiplying this number by 500, so on and so forth. That's what an options premium is, the price of the contract times 100. The last thing I want to touch on in this episode is on the left for Thinkorswim, it displays calls. On the right, it displays puts. The shaded area is in the money calls. So in the money calls, on the right, in the money puts, out of the money puts, and out of the money calls. Next episode, I'm going to be going over what exactly the difference is between in the money versus out of the money calls and in the money puts versus out of the money puts. Kind of what is worth getting into, whether they're out of the money or in the money. And that's what I will be going over next episode, so you guys can kind of get a grasp of what exactly that means, what's the benefit from going in the money versus out of the money, so on and so forth. Like I said, this is going to be very beginner based and very beginner centric. I know some of you probably already know everything I went over in this episode, but as we go, I'm sure you will learn something and learn new things as we further progress in this series. So guys, really hope I was able to teach you something here. Please reach out to me with any questions. I'm sure a lot of you are going to still be confused and have questions, but again, it is not as confusing as you think. You might have to rewatch this a few times before you start to get a grasp, but please reach out to me with any questions. Can't wait to do next week's episode and further dive deeper into options. Thanks, guys.